Well, I actually think it's the first time we've sat down.
Need a cup of coffee? Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is our channel where we show you how life is in Lucca.
And in the Tuscan hills.
I love cooking traditional food.
And we love exploring our beautiful part of the world.
So please subscribe and welcome
to Piazza Talk Lucca. Well, I actually think it's the first time we've sat down.
With a cup of coffee.
With a cup of coffee. We have stood at the bar, of course, in any cafe, as people who watch the video will know, our favourite bar in Lucca. But it's the first time we've actually, Piazza Talk's been in Piazza. We've been at the house, and of course this is the busiest time of the year for us really, because we're preparing the house for
the summer season.
The summer season. So it's maintenance, and because of various things, we're a bit under time pressure. Unlike other YouTubers who seem to get it together and film, we just seem to get it together and work. But it is quite nice to actually be dressed like a human being.
Look at the jacket, a jumper, you got a scarf.
But it's also quite fun to note that the tourists who are here in Lucca are dressed for summer, and the locals, we're still
dressed for winter.
or at least hanging on to our warmer things. I think one guy who was working for us years ago said to me, when he was working in a wool vest in about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so about, what's that, 25 or something. He said to me, no, wait, you have to peel off very slowly so that you get used to the heat.
So how many layers do we have? I've got a jacket, I got this cotton jumper here, and a shirt.
I've got a long sleeve cotton t-shirt, a cotton jumper, a winter coat but without a lining, and a very fine wool scarf. Before we throw ourselves back into maintenance work and a bit of clearing out, we thought we'd have a little wander this morning, give ourselves half a morning off before we return to the office. It's an office day today.
Well, we also to start
can't forget that
editing the video.
We have to do that as well. That's this evening, sorry. Anyway, it is the most beautiful day. I think tomorrow when we're going back, be back in the country, of course it will be grayer, but there you are. Life is like that. And we've got a big village party, but I don't know that we'll film it.
We try to show a little bit, yes, but it will be for next week, because it's going to be after we
or the week after. But today, half a day in Piazza, it's a bit of a moment to breathe, and Lucca is really lovely in springtime, but it's also lovely in the country because all the flowers are coming out and the garden just is bursting into life, and the hill is bursting into life, and even on the road, you know, poppies are beginning to come out, and everything is so far ahead. It's quite frightening. Gonna have to start thinking about the grass and how to do the paths with the flowers and so on.
Before we cut the grass, I think we should do a super by foraging the other wild greens, and then we cut the grass.
And also it's Pastiera time, because as again, those of you who are regulars will know, Enzo is actually from Naples, and in Naples Easter isn't possible without a pastiera. There is actually a cake in Lucca. It's got aniseed and it's quite plain.
Yes.
Really. It's a sponge with aniseed.
This is
that's
the
round.
passimata that I had a couple of times, but it's kind of disappearing now.
Colomba is
Colomba.
Everybody's going to have,
yes.
Which is shaped like a dove, and it's got candied fruit and almonds in the top, and the sugar topping is the race for everybody in the family. Make sure they get a piece. I've heard that in the UK, for any British viewers, that there in Waitrose something that's called I can't remember what it's called. Somebody told me about this, but it's a mixture between a bun and a panettone, a hot cross bun and a panettone put together. It's called a bunatone or something.
And when do you get it? Easter or any time?
Now.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it's selling, dare I use the phrase, like hotcakes. So I'd be quite interested to hear if anybody's tried
Yes.
a Waitrose panettone.
Yes,
what
you
they're
can
like.
report it back to us because it will be quite cute. You shouldn't, your coffee gets cold.
Actually, it's good coffee here.
It's good coffee actually, yeah.
Yeah. We're quite critical of coffee in bars in Lucca, but this is a good coffee.
So we should have a little walk in the sun possibly.
Yes, and if you are in Lucca, also remember that on Good Friday there is a procession, an Easter procession that's traditional, that goes from this church
San Salvatore.
to the I think Piazza Chat
Piazza Chat.
has to stop for a minute, and we have to take a walk before we go back inside, which is really rather sad, and I'm trying to put it off.
Yeah, we've got so much to do today.
It's a beautiful day. Also, if you are coming in spring, do watch Giulia, our friend's advice on what to pack. And also, can I remind everybody about what every Italian woman needs? A pair of sunglasses. So remember to bring your sunglasses. Not only because it's a big statement in Italy to have your sunglasses, but also because the sun is bright and you need sunglasses. I hope your start to spring has been as sunny and warm as ours, and alla prossima. Well, we came to see the magnolias, but it seems that they've finished early. It's been so warm, and we've only been here in the evening, so we haven't taken them. So we're put one of last year. But they are beautiful, but it's looking very summery. There's a nice terrace up there. I can't remember the name of that white bush, but ours isn't quite out up on the hill. But down here in the Botanical Gardens, it's in full flower. The camellias are still going. People are contemplating by this pond. It has rather a deep and sad story and history about it, but maybe that's for another day.
But it is a legend.
Well, there are several legends about it, aren't there, about the whole area. It's quite mystical and rather sad. It seems like a moment on a place of great peace, but actually it's not. This is a very good store. Often I find really good stores here. But I don't think so today.
Oh, guarda che sono arrivata io ormai.
I love the cups and the teapots.
Yeah. I can't understand why they're so expensive. 90 euros is an awful lot. The libretto of the operas. Barbara of Seville,
Yes.
Norma. Well, these are translations. Rain green. We had Lady Chatterley's lover there. Right, lovely Christmas decorations. It's Christmas?
The Christmas decoration. I think they show the chandelier.
No,
these
they
things.
are for the chandeliers, but they make lovely Christmas decorations.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, so very unusual but wonderful.
Easter button. These are actually better than mine.
Do they match?
Yeah, but I wanted to change them all and I can't be bothered. Oh look!
Oh, this is my blanket.
Does this take you back, Elsa? Also, we have these at home,
Yes.
but in rather better condition. Also
Yes,
perfect.
we have 2 blankets like that, and they're wonderful. It's my military blanket when I was in the Navy as a young person.
As a conscript.
As a conscript, yes.
Everybody had to do military service when you
Yes,
were young.
back in my ancient times.
So Elsa was in the Navy. I wear.
This is my, yes, I had, probably still have something like this.
I have it.
Oh, you have it? Yes, ok. Quanto viene la coperta marina?
Bene 30.
30 euro. I don't want to sell mine. You actually had 2.
We do, certainly Isabella's a little.
And I said why I've got 2 instead of 1. The story about the blanket, that when I complete my national service, they say if you want your equipment, your uniform and stuff, there's a little charge to pay. They say yes, I would love to have it. And one of my friends didn't want it and said, can I actually buy your things? And say fine. So I bought the things. I checked out the uniform and I kept the blanket and some of the little things. So that's why I got 2 blankets that I pay almost nothing, and they're wonderful. We use them and and in perfect condition after so many years. If you think that I've been a legionnaire in the Roman army, so it's a long time ago.
But it's quite interesting. They're 30 euros each here, and they have holes, and ours don't have any holes.
No, so far. Better put to some mothballs. Okay, let's go on.
Base amministrativo
This is the
di cose uno zoo.
accountancy of some business
Perché c'è una
or
girafina.
I don't know what it is, but I think it's a print. Yeah, this lion, that's where we got some rubbish here, but nevertheless, it's an ancient lion. If you want to know what it is, go to our video. I'm leaving the link in the description box.
There are so many things like this in Lucca that it's so easy to walk past.
Yeah.
So we've made some videos and we'll make some more because you can have fun with your kids as well, finding these things that make Lucca special.
Yes,
and
interesting.
and things that you could just not notice. So keep your eyes open.
The weather is a bit of a problem because it's been on and off.
So here, keeping her eyes open on the edge of the cathedral over the piazza is Matilde di Canossa, and she was a very important medieval lady in Lucca.
Yes, in the entire kind of southern north of Italy, there are a lot of story legends, but we talk about nearly 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, she's got quite a modern face up there, but she does look quite stern. Dustin Hoffman is arriving to do a girare un film. How do you say? To film a film?
Shooting a movie.
Shoot a movie. Got on them.
Is he shooting himself or is a starring in a movie?
He's starring it. And look at these. These are fun.
E noce, tutto di noce.
I love these old books.
About the tools, they're pretty, but they're pretty useless in what we do there. To be honest. I don't know what this thing is.
I don't know.
I'm really fascinated sometimes by tools I don't know the use. I mean, there's a use that's been lost. Yes. Do I pay a kind of reduced insurance because it's a what do you
It's
call that?
ecological.
Ecological and it's a vintage car? But in reality, this is a real world. I mean, the books. So we met because of books.
It's a pretty binding.
Yeah. What is it?
And I love these. I always love these little paper bindings.
No, ma poi anche volendo prendere.
What is it?
Which were actually done, but then
Ah,
you had them
Machiavelli, it's
bound.
interesting. 1811.
This is volume 3 though. Do they have
Probably there's a
volume
full
1 and 2?
collection, yeah.
So you bought them like this, and then you had them bound for your library.
Yes. That is the book that our friend is doing for the BBC.
A very famous Italian book that every school child studies.
No, penso che a
And
sto punto
the BBC, and a friend of ours produced it, has just done it for Radio 4, and it's called The Betrothed. And I think it's been done really successfully and well translated.
Yeah, it's interesting because at school you ended up actually not liking it. And I rediscovered it when I was over 30, and I read it twice since then, and I enjoy the book very much. And if I'm not wrong, the first English translation was made by Edgar Allan Poe.
Really?
Yes, I had to double check, and it describes the Italian mind in a way that, I mean, through the story, and say, Italy's there. If you want to know about Italy, read that book.
And of course it's about love.
It's about love.
This is a bit of the old country of my childhood. There's Beatrix Potter, all the figures from Beatrix Potter, and a child's bowl, and a Harrods teddy bear from 2005. I always feel very sad when teddies are here and they've lost their
Yeah.
owners.
This is the Copenhagen. I
Sì,
think,
sì.
yeah. Oh, look, this is made with the.
Questo è
It's very strange, made with the
porcupine.
porcupines. Yes.
All the herbs
Yeah.
from the fields that we find up at our house, for example. And make soup. And in fact, we made a video
Yes.
about soup. So
Yeah.
we'll put that in the description.
Yes.
This video is a bit of a sort of wander. You know, sometimes it's nice to be aimless when you're tired. So we're being a bit aimless. And but one thing, if you're in Lucca and you want to buy things, it's nice to buy things that you can't find in other places. Though you can find everything everywhere, but linens is a good thing to buy, though they are heavy. Either antique ones from the antique fair, or here they actually make linens, or there's another material shop where you can just buy good quality linen. And of course, glasses. Italian glasses are famous. Throughout the year, in this church or ex-church of San Cristofano, there are exhibitions throughout the year, and outside is the measure of silk, because of course Lucca was made rich on silk. The interesting thing about this church is the walls are covered in names, and there are local people who were lost during the wars. You can also see that at the moment there's an exhibition of photographs of Puccini. And the thing about Lucca is that there are lots of exhibitions going all the time. So when you walk around, you can just enter into these exhibitions, and it's never boring in the city.
And quite a few of them are they're free, I think. This one is free.
It's an artist who was at one time a judge for the Carnivale in Viareggio.
Yes.
And this one is free, the photographs.
Yeah.
The Canova exhibition isn't free.
Chitarra classica, ma ho la mia chitarra di quando suonavo. Vabbè.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel, soy el agua que mata.
C'è spritz con bruschetta, 7 euro. No, c'è spritz con bruschetta,
6 euro.
C'è competizione questo.
Ciao. 6 e 7 qui. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification bell. You just need a Google account and it's free. It helps our community enormously. Thank you very much.